So guys, any ideas on what videos we should do this weekend?
Hey, you remember that video you made that pissed all those people off?
You mean my top 10 PSP games video?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do another one of those.
Alright, I feel like pissing people off. The Brotherhood Gaming video game show, the only video game show
that doesn't have your personal favorite video game commercials on this countdown.
Which means we can't be wrong. I'm your host, William Morris.
I'm your co-host, Eugene Morris.
And I'm your co-host, Clayton Arnold.
It's the top 10 video game commercials. What one do you want?
Damn, it's hard to pin down just one of these awesome classic Sonic commercials that we like best. Sega was definitely ahead of the game when it came to gaming commercials, including taking pot shots at Nintendo whenever they could. But there is one that showcases Sonic the Hedgehog's speed, gameplay, and attitude. Introducing this old bit from, well, I'll just let the narrator tell you.
Danita Stokes, president of HAG.
It's bad enough that Sega Genesis has the most 16-bit games, but this new Sonic the Hedgehog, oh, he really does my doilies. They say he's incredibly fast. Well, what's the hurry, mister? And about his attitude. Smarty pants. Why can't it be more like that nice boy Mario? Oh! Little brat!
And the best part was he came free with every purchase of a Sega Genesis, so it was a deal. Either you gotta go fast or you've got to go. And hey, it's a jab at Mario, which people like these days.
As a hard-working man, I know the stresses of everyday life on the job, and sometimes you just have days where you just want to get away. Like this guy. See how he's sneaking around trying to get away from his angry boss? I've done that a few times myself.
What was that noise?
And what does Solid Snake do a lot? Sneak around. Ah, see what it did there? We really enjoy clever commercials, and this one does a fun job in showcasing the game's specialty and bringing it down to a relatable level. Also, the ending of this commercial is just perfect. What the? Oh, we had to hear that sound just once.
Previously on Deadliest Hunters.
No! These floofs ain't hunters! Well, there's something worth hunting with!
Play off of Deadliest Catch, this commercial introduces you to the gigantic monsters of Monster Hunter Tri. With a nice narration by a Viking, no less. I mean, who else would be hunting dinosaur, dragon-like creatures reminiscent of Godzilla? One of Capcom's most stable series, Monster Hunter is one of the company's few running series that they haven't messed up yet. And it is still going strong with the help of ads like this. There's a lot to hate Capcom for, but this, you can hate them a little less.
Oh, hold on a second. There we go. I don't know why, but this commercial has always fascinated me. The idea behind it is just too weird. It's a commercial for the first Spyro the Dragon game. The plot is, well, a sheep apparently you can burn in the game for some reason is protesting against the game. Going once again back to the creativity with commercializing video games, many developers chose the wacky route rather than being upfront with you about their game. Mostly because I guess they figured the stranger or funnier the commercial, the more likely you were to remember it. And it worked. I never forgot this commercial, and it single-handedly got me into the Spyro the Dragon series.
Come! What did you say?
You're toast.
This commercial is simple and very effective. This ad features regular everyday people in the midst of their regular everyday activities, needing that little bit of extra motivation. And what better way to motivate yourself than by saying, Kamehameha, Kamehameha. This one's our favorite, by the way. Saying Kamehameha is just fun to say. That's part of the reason why it's one of the best attacks in all of anime. And seeing all these people in the commercial say it over and over again showcases just that. Now, to be honest, we've all done this at one point or another. Put your hands together and yell out, Kamehameha! See? It's just fun to say.
Kamehameha!
You okay there?
Laura's back.
How could you not love this one? When the PlayStation came around, it ushered in a whole new era in gaming, and along with it, Ms. Lara Croft. One thing that made her special is that she's one of, if not the first video game character to really have sex appeal. So yeah, when the first sequel came along, what better way to showcase it than right here? Where are all the boys at? They're at home playing with Lara. Don't look at us like that, it's the truth. Tomb Raider 2 would go on to become the highest selling game in the series, selling over 8 million copies worldwide. So this ad definitely did its job. Speaking of which, by the way, Will, when is your Tomb Raider 2 speedrun coming out?
I'm working on it. Jeez, don't rush me.
Zelda commercials have a way of being so damn epic. With Ocarina of Time being one of the most popular in the series, it needed an ad to showcase just that. With heroic words lit against the backdrop of fire, scenes of Link mercilessly destroying the minions of Ganondorf, and music that is that Conan? That music is from Conan the Barbarian? Surprisingly, it fits. I keep expecting Link to say this.
Link, what is best in life?
To crush the moblins, have them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of Zelda.
Anyway, this commercial definitely gets us in the mood for some epic adventuring. Aw, look at that. It's a peaceful meadow with all well in the land of Nintendo. Oh look! Here comes some of our favorite Nintendo characters now! Look at them just skipping along. Aren't we so glad that Nintendo is so nice and family friendly and whoa! Mario, that was kinda a dick move. What the hell? Suddenly it's a battle royale. Hell yeah! Kick Pikachu's He stole Charizard's spotlight. A fighting game featuring Nintendo's characters not only worked, it revolutionizes the party and fighting games forever. And thanks to this spot, we will never look at these characters or this song the same way again. It's probably a good thing that Link was not in this commercial. Him slashing people with his sword might have been a little bit too much.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. This commercial blew my damn mind when I saw it 13 years ago, and to this day, it's still magical in nostalgic ways. This was a mashup of dreams like nobody had ever seen before. The characters of Disney movies and Final Fantasy games were coming together with original characters for the game with weapons that definitely weren't status quo. It was a giant key. That was freaking awesome! It was just so new. Granted, today we know all about Kingdom Hearts, its worlds, its plots, and so on, but go back then in 2002 and we didn't know any of that. And this was the first time you ever saw it. It was definitely mine, and I remember thoroughly how pissed off I was when I saw it because I had a GameCube and not a PlayStation 2. Everything about this commercial grabbed your attention, and the simple and clean theme song was no less intoxicating. It's a fantastic first commercial for the series, and one that will always be remembered. Now, here's the honorable mentions. More than likely, this is the list where your game commercials are.
Beat 'em all, and you've got a shot at Tyson's title. Power! But for that, you've got to beat Mike Tyson.
Did you do that? No. Real funny.
cannot steal our Pokemon!
Who will save the Pokemon? Gotta save them. Gotta save them all. You can save the Pokemon. Around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
Okay, now this one still gives me chills. Back when I first saw this commercial, it made my jaw drop. Okay, spoiler alert, it's a Zelda commercial. That's granted. But the advertisement for it was what made it so special. We mentioned the creativity thing, yes, well, that's definitely one way to get your audience's attention. During the commercial, you're following this woman wrapped in some robes, and she begins telling you the legend of the hero that is brave and strong. Obviously, it's Link. But throughout the tale, the music and the story is building up dramatically, like it's about to reveal something special and heavy.
All to fulfill his destiny.
Yes, destiny, yes.
Which is above all else.
Yes, go on. Tell us, oh wise person we don't know.
To save me.
It's freaking Zelda! It's her!
What a twist!
And right after that, the screen fades, and the music jingles with its mystical melody. I got M. Night Shyamalan'd by this. Even if you don't like the game, the commercial for it is one of the most legendary, and it still is a joy to watch even to this day.
Well, if any of you guys are pissed off at us for not having your favorite video game commercials on this list, well, you can feel free to report it to Gene, and he'll proceed not to tell me because I don't care. And, what did you think?
It was interesting for the most part to see what we grew up with.
You know what? You are so right about that. Despite what he says, I don't agree with anything. So you know what? You guys can go ahead and subscribe or just leave. I don't care. Anyway, Patreon below. Give us your money. We need it. Subscribe to us. We need you to follow us. We need it. Do it because I said so. See you next time.